Hi, it's Trish from the Vision of Beauty Coaching. In this episode, I wanted to talk a little bit about, oh my goodness, if I could tell you the amount of bad boys that are out there. I mean, it seems like just about all of them can seem to be that way. Hey ladies, are you ready to transform your love life and achieve the relationship of your dreams? Then you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Trish, your love catalyst at the Vision of Beauty Coaching. On this podcast, I'll share with you how to attract, vet, and maintain healthy relationships. So get ready to write your love story and join the long list of successful women who have found love. There's just something about a bad boy or a guy who's a little rough around the edges, or he may have even a mean streak to him. Standoffish guys or serve me type of men. Even those that don't keep the law. Those guys. What in the world are you doing being attracted to those type of men? You have it going on. In your whole life, you have it going on. But yet you seem to keep attracting these bad boys, these guys that just don't have it. They are not to be played with at all. You're not to be having romantic relationships with men who like to break the law. I mean, what are you doing? You're not to be having relationships with men who are a little dangerous, a little scary, a little weird or strange. Like, those men are not to be played with because you are going to get hurt if you mess around here with the wrong guy. Like, it happens all the time. You know logically in your mind that this guy is not the right guy, but yet you're so drawn to him. You know, he's a little aggressive and you kind of like that. You know, he doesn't really care. And you kind of like that. Like, he's a major challenge. And you like that challenge. You don't want to like it, but you do. You don't want to like it, but you do like it. And then you find yourself having feelings and falling in love. And now you're doing all kind of things that you know good and full well you don't have any business doing. I mean, you're buying houses for this guy, you're buying cars, you're buying businesses, you're bailing him out of jail, you're paying his child support, you know, you're fighting other women behind him. You're carrying on at the job, you're missing work. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you like him, you can learn to like someone else because that equals a lot of heartache, devastation, destruction, time loss. It's too much. You don't have to be in relationships with men who are disrespectful, rude, condescending, non-caring. This man cursed your mother out. I mean, he completely cussed her out. That's not cool. That's not cool. Hey there. Are you enjoying this podcast and want to learn more about how you can attract your forever partner? Then send me an email, info@thevisionofbeauty.com. You can also DM me on IG, The Vision of Beauty Coaching. I look forward to meeting you and guiding you on your path to more love. Now back to the show. I really want women to know that you can choose differently for yourself. You don't have to continue dating the bad boy. You don't have to continue. Listen, just because you have 18 kids with him does not mean that you have to continue to subject yourself to pain and hurt or violence or anything like that. You do not have to subject yourself. My whole thing is, let's not get into those types of relationships to begin with. But if you find yourself in one or you found yourself there, okay, politely pull yourself up a little bit and start to think really hard about how you got there and what is it that you're going to do in order to be safe and in order to learn something new so that those children are not even more negatively affected by your choice. Okay? That's a very serious thing. And I don't speak from a place of don't do this and don't do that. I certainly have been in relationships with bad boys. I mean, and they were some very dangerous type of guys. Like, and here I'm a whole entrepreneur, you know? And I'm in relationships with all kind of bad boys. And I had to cut that out in order to attract a worthy man. And you have to cut it out too, because it doesn't lead anywhere. All of this love that you think you have for these men, these bad boys, these rowdy guys, there's something going on with you. So I'll tell you what happened with me. And this is right out of high school. And it was during the time when there was like a lot of bad stuff going out. Let's just say that. Really bad stuff going around. And all the girls that were, friends, they all dated the same type of guys. So it didn't seem strange, right? It didn't seem destructive. It didn't seem like this was the wrong thing to be doing. It was actually a lot of fun. And I had a good time. But then my best friend from high school actually had been sent on to heaven because she was going out with a guy who she didn't know was involved in the street life. And she had no clue. Like, she had no clue. I mean, we're fresh out of high school. This is my best friend. And that was really hard, to go through and to lose her and her family and everything like that. And she had no idea. Now, my boyfriend at the time told me, of course she knew. She knew what he was into. And I had to not be naive about that because it was actually true. And if you're in a relationship or you're dating a guy, and you also know that he's doing things that you should not be caught up in, but yet you are, well, let me tell you, it's not going to work out well. It may for a little while, and it may seem fun and exciting and like, oh my gosh, and we're about to do this and we're about to do that. Or, you're riding without a seatbelt in the car. Like, what's going to happen if you crash out? What's going to happen? So, when you are finding yourself attracted to these type of men, there's something really going on deep inside you that is kind of drawing you to that. And you've got to stop and discover what that is. For me, it was fun at the time because everybody was doing it. It was just that simple. Everybody around was doing it. It's sort of like you're hanging with the wrong crowd. But none of us were like, the wrong crowd. We all looked like very regular people growing up in the suburbs. We didn't have the bad crowd look, but we certainly were involved with guys that were not good guys. and one of us got really hurt. I don't want that to happen to you. So I want to try to get yourself in a better position where you can positively move to a level of your life where you can choose something different for yourself that's going to help you and not hurt you. And if you need support with that, send me an email, info@thevisionofbeauty.com, and I'll email you back. Okay? Bye, doll.
Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm committed to helping driven, successful single women like you unlock your full potential and find happiness in love. So stay tuned for the next episode where we'll discuss more proven strategies. Till next time, more love is on its way.